everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Plight Princes. So then, let's make a quick thing. I've rolled and already had you all numbered. So, out of all y'all, 1, 2, 3, 4, Nemo. What happened last week?
Last week? Was it only a week ago?
'Twas.
Blimey.
All right. Well, we chased down the Oni and killed it. Technically, that was the week before, but that was how we started. And you okay, Daz?
Yeah, that was a belch.
I thought you were about to correct me on something.
No, that was just a very necessary belch. I was just correcting my stomach.
We had a conversation with the ruler of the town and Orc matriarch about what we did and everything. We met Nezanar, who'd wanted a report and all that, who was not so impressed with some of the things King said, but yeah, it was mostly a roleplay session last time. A lot of interpersonal dialogue and stuff. And yeah, we set on our way to go to
woke up the next morning.
The next morning, I should say, and to go to Port Luskin, was it?
You were considering going to Luskin first, and then down to Port Lust to rendezvous for something for Witik the Reforged.
That is correct.
Your big beep boop berserker boy.
Yeah. I think that was pretty much all of it.
Cool.
In a condensed fashion, anyway.
In a condensed fashion. So then, with that said, you all wake up in the next morning. Your varying states around the varying places, with your varying states of dryness. And a lot of you are just sore because yesterday was a lot of mental fatigue. Renara, you feel very tired because you'd only just gotten your faculties back before having to really exert yourself, like not being able to walk for a week and then being told run. You all get up. Any food that you want is provided for, but it is primarily big roasted meats and cold meats kind of situation. So that's the kind of stuff you'll be provided with. You can collect up any rations that you might want. If you want to get any generic supplies, say it now, because you have still a ways away to get back to Port Last.
Have enough? I'm trying to remember. Okay, you do inventory. We'll grab
enough.
some, I'm sure.
What, food and shit?
Yeah.
I don't know how much we've got, hold on.
We can just grab some. And just, doesn't matter how much we actually have.
Oh, it doesn't say. We'll just buy enough for the journey. Just put some money down for it.
Excuse me? Let's say you throw down 10 gold just to make sure you get everything covered, because you have 2 puppies, 4 donkeys, and 7 of you to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take it out of the party.
It's all good.
Cool.
The artificer and the gunslinger have tidied up all their things and have made a cart, essentially, for themselves, because whatever they were using to transport the materials previously got wrecked. But they're probably going to take a long time to still get ready for themselves. They are building a cart. So you guys make your way out of Cothold. Is there anything you want to do inside before you go? Anything you want to speak to? Anyone you want to chime in with?
Yeah, very quickly. We've got some stuff in the party loop that we could potentially sell. Some Yeti hide, Yeti horns. I figured if anyone, this might be a good place just to offload them.
They might want some warm pelts up in here in the north.
Yeah.
Warm pelts would definitely be appreciated. You want to talk about people trying to make drinking horns out of anything from a Yeti, they'll definitely be looking at that as well.
We have 2 Yeti hides, 2 horns, 6 teeth, and 4 claws.
Claws and teeth for sharpened apparatuses, or for talismans, the tusks. It's kind of more a case of how much do you think you want to try and bet these off for.
I don't know. I've got no idea. I don't know how much that worth.
Before we sell that, could I maybe take a bit of the Yeti hide? I would like to add it to my jacket.
Just like a patchwork jacket of all your victims, is it?
Exactly.
Nice.
Hashtag aesthetic.
Yeah, I don't think any of us would know much in terms of what value these sort of things had beyond the
No
druid.
idea.
If anyone does, yeah, probably Serenus does.
I can.
Are you proficient in survival?
I would say if
Yes.
you want to make an intelligence check, because there's the difference between understanding how much use you have of something from like a survival check and how much you think you'd be able to sell it for, which is more economics than it is nature.
Never mind.
Let's check it.
Intelligence check. All in all, you think you could probably get somewhere between the ballpark of 300 to 500 gold, depending on who you sell certain parts to. Like, generic vendor might not take the teeth and claws for much. Pelts will definitely always, especially Yeti pelt, which is the best insulation you can get from a natural material.
When
To
it
the
comes
point.
to trade, a port's probably the best place to do it. Not sure the local
Potentially.
people will.
I mean,
Maybe
people
for
that
the,
live here will need heavy furs and
Yeah,
stuff.
so maybe
so-
for the horns, the teeth, and the claws, but the hides probably would do better here because it's further north.
True.
Maybe see if there's any
Yeah,
like tanners or anyone like that in town.
There definitely
Yeah.
are. Whilst it takes a while, because even today they're still trying to make sure they figure out who is and isn't dead and get a proper tally of people. It is an eventual case of finding people who are like more or less waiting around. You have to go and wait around certain areas, like there's a tanner's hut which is just a little bit towards the far side of town, and it stinks. It's that like that smelt of fats being cut and curd, and the materials being cut. So it's a very noted sound, or smell. Excuse me. Anyone who's ever dealt with or seen people deal with letters, that stuff fucking stinks. So eventually, like loitering around there, eventually people do come to you who seem to radiate a similar odor. And for everything, given what they have left, they're willing to offer for everything 75 gold for the hides. But that's because that's literally everything they have
For both hides, yeah, like
for both hides. Like, as in
all in all 75.
75
Not each,
total,
okay.
not
Yeah.
each. Which is definitely undercutting the value of them. Serenus, I will say, would know that, but it
I'm
is the
happy
thing
to
of
sell.
that's everything they've got.
Would they be willing to more? Would they be willing to trade instead of for money? Is there anything there that
Well,
we trade?
they don't seem to have many, say, exotic designs, but if you wanted to go out and just like look like an anime protagonist, you could get a bunch of belts. Realistically, if you wanted to, say for the sake of ease, say you wanted to get new boots, say you wanted to get belts, straps for something, those kind of materials, they'd be able to offcut, or like they offer those in on top of the 75. So if you wanted to say you wanted to like get fresh leathers of things, you definitely could get it from here.
because I'm just thinking about something, Runara, because our pups are growing
Oh.
quite big. We should probably get some collars for them at some point.
Great idea.
So we could probably get some collars from here, from them.
Maybe
You-
even some harnesses.
Harnesses.
harnesses and collars. Essentially, it will just delay you by an hour or two because they will literally have to take a large wolf harness and cut it to match. So literally chopping it and reassembling it more or less, because they don't have something for puppies. But the one thing that is done is
we'd want one that has a bit of growing room on it, because obviously they're going to be growing.
One with a few
So like a
extra
belt.
holes.
We don't want
Well, when I say-
a literal puppy one.
well, when I say like a harness, it's more a case of these are harnesses for orgs, not mastiffs. So there's a size difference in the beast and the a size difference between like the max of your dog and what they usually run for. So they have to be cut down to match at least like a ballpark thing.
Which is fine.
And essentially, like a junior tanner spends like 2 hours essentially cutting away and makes spiked collars for each of them. But spiked collars that are small enough for puppies, and then spiked collars that would be for bigger. Because anyone who knows anything about warhounds or any dog that is out in the natural areas, having a spiked collar around the most vulnerable area of their body is usually a good thing.
Nice.
That, and they look like little like punk puppies.
Spike their hair up into a mohawk.
No.
They are.
It remains for all of
Rottweilers,
like
anyway.
5 seconds before it flops again onto the side.
It's just that moment when we put their hair up and you just hear just like a distinct noise go do 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 do.
Just somewhere the Doom Guy playlist just begins. Dun, 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 dun,
I was more thinking cyberpunk myself.
No cyberpunk. The puppies aren't going to glitch through the wall. Okay. Oh, you picked up the puppy. Sorry. Your entire save is gone now, buddy. Delete your character and go again.
Like for some reason, not wearing pants now and on top of my dog. What happened?
And you're T-posing.
But to keep us on topic, we'll do the 2 Yeti hides for 75 gold and the doggy stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mark down that you have puppy accessories. So for the sake of ease, if you want to say, oh, we have a lead for them, we have a harness for them, we could say these are amongst the puppy accessories within reason.
Sounds good.
As they now have hand harnesses, can we now carry them around like little handbags?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I was thinking more those baby carriers on the front.
Just
Oh,
stare at it.
You could definitely wear them like that. But whilst you have them like a handbag, the puppies do the little like
It's
back
also
into the water thing. Like, I don't get it. I'm not moving, but I'm floating. This is weird.
Hey, it's important if we ever need to walk past like a river or something, we can just pick up the puppies and hold them as bags.
true. It's also really handy if we go to a very populated area and we need to walk with them.
Yeah, so they're going to start
Okay.
getting to the point where they're going to be too big to carry. So
Yeah, it's a good
best to
idea.
get best to get
But when they're
them
that
used
big,
to
they're
being
better
in
at looking
harness.
after themselves. Well, they're little, we need to carry them.
Yeah.
Right, we buy puppy stuff, we leave town.
Okay.
Wait, I have a thing I want to do first.
I'll grab Posey by the neck. No, we go in.
I'm not there.
Pose is already stealthed away.
Of course, yeah.
I was
I'm
never there.
Have I also used some of the pelts before we sold it to put onto my?
I would say that you'd be able to like get enough for like a collar, shall we say? So you're able to like from the top of your cloak, say like maybe 2 or 3 inches down, you just have like a streak of Yeti fur that you
white
can
fur.
sew in. You'll have to sew it in yourself, but
Yeah, no, it's pretty fine. I can do that.
Nice little bit of trim around the edge, very stylish.
Posey.
Also,
This is more me out of character writing something I was correcting something I was dumb. I'm gonna go find my changeling friend.
You're gonna go and try and find the changeling.
Okay, yeah, try. Because I've realised something. It means I need to talk to him.
Make an investigation check to find the changeling,
Ah, shit.
because it's trying to find a changeling.
Changelings.
Is there anywhere particular you're going to look before you roll?
I will check for their usual bard haunt. Before trying anywhere more dangerous.
All right, I'll say roll with an advantage because you're at least
I
applying
know
logic.
vaguely where I'm going.
So roll once more.
22.
Not in their usual bard hunt, but then you go, wait a minute, and you just go back into the spaces they were in last night where they were entertaining kids.
Yeah.
And that's like a kind of like half elvish persona is kind of there right now, but definitely not just a half elf. It's quite clear that it's the same entertainment shtick that's being run again.
I will, knowing me, I will turn visible, and I will like wait over to the side for when they've got a moment.
Considering it's taking like an hour or two for them to do their bits, it doesn't take long before a breakfast is called for, and the kids eventually get, rather than going for the food gets brought to them, because try to get kid away from the TV, but then they forget the food when it's half cold and they start playing with each other, and they get up and eventually make their way over to you. Now you're not to be mad at me.
Well, I'm not mad. Although I am gonna say I told you so, but I'm not mad. But look, I didn't come here to have this conversation. We're probably heading out of town today.
Okay.
And I've realized I never asked your name.
Deliberately.
I was dealing with a lot when I spoke to you the first time.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I'm trying to think. Do I give you just like one of my fake
Pick
names?
one where I will find you.
One where you will find me, but then that's not that. There's no point in giving you that name.
I'm not searching this entire place every time I'm trying to find you.
But come on, that's half the fun.
Okay, give me half a challenge then.
Call me Pam.
Pam?
Pam.
Okay, Pam. I'm Posey, because I don't think I ever introduced myself either.
I've heard your name said enough by everyone else, but okay.
And if you need me, I'll be about, I'm sure.
I'll eventually find you, no doubt, if I need you.
As easy as it is for me to find you, it will probably be to find me.
I don't have to find you, I have to find all of them. That'll be obvious.
Yeah, they're a lot less subtle than me.
Your Warforged has a burning gasket of fire off the top of his head.
I really thought you were going to point to the Sparkle Bird, but that's, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like, he illuminates.
Uh,
Or if she flies up, good luck, you don't see her at night.
I've chosen a lot. But, yeah. Be careful. Be careful. I think I know how this is going to go down.
Well, I hope it won't, but realistically, I'd say I'm doing okay here. Whenever shit gets awry, I just run upstairs and pretend to be grandma for 5 minutes.
What a sweet gig you found yourself.
Gotta find yourself somewhere where your tools will be necessary. Do that for yourself.
See you around, Pam.
And you too,
I have.
Just briefly whoops into Posey.
Oh, that's weird. Don't do that.
But I
It's
can.
my gig.
But I can, so I will. This is so much hair. How do you do this hair? This is too much hair.
It takes time. It's an art, Pam.
Elegant this way.
See you around, kid.
And swaps out into, this time into just like a form of a woman who looks like she's definitely had plastic surgery, turning around a corner. Hello, children.
I was gonna make a final Pam joke, but you beat me to it. Right, I will go off and look for the party because I haven't been there all day.
Well, given the fact you know what the party tends to look like,
Yeah, they're not subtle.
You aim at the giant metal wolf with the giant metal man on the back of, and eventually you gravitate towards all of them.
I would just go and...
You catch the tail end of the harness situations, and there are puppies just going in like on the air, just trying to like swim, just batting their little paws. Like.
One thing I wanted to clarify. Lo will still be using the mask, but he's trying to make himself look like the most inconspicuous half-elf imaginable. Try and blend in as much. So no tail, no horn, not even red hair, just plain mousy
little
brown.
Fey boy.
Yeah.
That is all good. Look like your little face elf. And there is that moment where half of you guys are talking, turn around, look. Oh, Oh no, wait, that's you.
Kika like pulls a little face.
You can feel small sisterly disapproval noises boring into the back of your skull.
I just kind of shrug. Are we going?
Think so.
Yeah, we're just waiting for you.
Well, I'm here. Let's go.
You guys all mount back up onto your 4 stooges of donkeys and make your way. Going to be heading back to Luskin and then to Port Last.
I can't move the token.
I have power over the token. It belongs
We're
to
going
me.
to travel by map. Whoop.
Fastest way to travel by map.
Okay, so it's about 3 days from. I want to say it's 3 days from Carhol to Luskin. I'm not sure on the memory of it. And I think it is something like that
You
because
base
it's
it on the
24 you can
distance.
do.
Someone will measure it on the map and tell you imminently, I'm
About
sure.
it's about 85 miles by road.
And you can go 24 a day. Am I right in that?
That rings a bell, so maybe we're probably pushing about 3.5, 4 days.
So 85. So
So we're leaving late today, so probably
yeah,
today, then 3 more days.
4 days. We'll say 4
Yeah,
days.
good.
So Kika, Posey, King, and Serenus are D100 each.
Who?
In what order it appears? Winged boots.
There it is!
Hello.
That's not always a good thing.
That might be very bad.
I'm just happy because it's the first time I've done it. It's the first time
So
I've rolled a
I think
100
it's
on
the
the
first
D100.
time I've seen
What
someone.
the fuck?
No.
I'm sorry!
One and
What?
0.
No,
King,
You rolled
King, you've not
1
rolled.
space 100.
Oh, you didn't roll it right.
Ah, I see.
You
So
didn't
you've
roll
not
it right.
rolled at all.
Okay.
Just do rolls.
I was
That's
about
roll
to
D100.
lose my mind.
That's to say, that's
That's
impressive.
There we go. Phew, phew. I was like, no!
It says a
I'm
lot
like
when I have
afraid of
to.
this 100.
It says a lot when I have to go into and just move everything to find the one book I have because you can't waffle the 100.
Happy Wiggles. Kika Happy Wiggles.
They're blue Happy Wiggles because they rolled 100.
Okay. So, after half a day's travel, rest, and the next morning, when you awake, give me perception checks, the entire party. This is something that never occurred in SAT.
Comically, you have to atone. Mm-hmm. Me, Kika, seeing nothing.
You see nothing.
18, 19, 15. And Wittig, with his normal one, would probably spot it with his passive. So, eventually, as you begin traveling, it's about noon, you see something emerge from the clouds. You see an enormous tower floating on a billowing cloud over 1,000 foot overhead. The tower must be hundreds of feet tall, and its spire looks strangely like a pointed wizard's hat. As the tower drifts closer, stairs made of cloud begin to form underneath it, descending towards all of you.
Excuse us while we go through the stages of grief.
It's not that. That's...
It's not that because we destroyed it! Oh, fuck. Okay, that's different.
Well.
When I said tower with wizard's hat, I meant it.
You meant a wizard's hat. Yeah.
Huh.
This is new.
That's normal.
Just wait patiently for the stairs to arrive at my feet.
I'm awake, right? I'm awake. I'm awake.
This is noon. Everyone's awake.
I'm awake.
I don't know. Kika, is this one of your family?
You know what? That's very fair.
Tell me it isn't the first thing you would ask. Well, what's the plan?
Well, we see what happens, I guess. I don't think this is something you can run from.
No, I think... Should we go towards it? Like, if it's stairs, we have to leave the cart here?
Stairs
as the stairs hit the ground, the cart begins floating. With anyone who happens to be in the cart with it floating up alongside it.
Ah.
See, I like to think I was in the cart, but the moment it starts floating, immediately evacuate and just like off the edge.
Good idea, good idea, good idea, good idea.
The donkeys are floating up.
I'm gonna start down the steps.
I'm gonna stay in the cart and just
Stubbornly hold the reins like, no. Also, there's a very confused Warforged being floated up on a very confused wolf. It is like the idea of the very fat cat that is just like shocked that its massive girth did not stop it from being picked up, going, "How lift when I am large?"
I am gonna stay in the cart, but I'm gonna go invisible.
Ring is on.
Armor is on.
You cast armor back at this time. So. Okay. Well, after about 10 minutes.
One thing now. When we're close to the top, I'm going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Detect Good and Evil. Okay, that's fair. So I may as well move you all onto the appropriate map, because this is a map I've never gotten to use.
I was gonna say, you have a map for this?
This is SKT.
Yeah, I was halfway through messaging Carls of going, I need to be very not meta here, because you said I was okay to read SKT since we'd finished it.
Yeah.
This is SKT stuff.
Yeah. Because you rolled 100, no one ever rolled 100 in SKT when he was in the area.
What do you know? At least I haven't read the text, but I've skimmed.
You're just aware.
I'm aware of what it is, so yeah.
So the stairs are made of bizarrely firm cloud stuff, and eventually you make your way up. The stairs are sized for you and easy to climb. After climbing the stairs for 1,000 feet, so it's quite a while, you find yourselves stood in front of the tower's entrance, with a small cloud fence around your cart to ensure that it and its donkeys do not go off the side.
Thank goodness, finally a magical flying tower with safety rails.
Kika does it.
Cloud safety rails.
Yeah, Kika like stomps on the cloud, like literally like she's testing the ground, but she just sort of comments, just like quite firm actually.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Oh no, this is actually quite a good one, and she literally sort of jumps up and down a bit on it. So
she springs a little, just like about like an extra foot, just a spring.
What do I feel like if I walk to the edge of sign, just appears saying "warning edge" just out of cloud.
Warning edge of map. Please return.
Invisible.
Please return to the quest area.
my brain just went to Spyro. You sort of got to the edge of something. Whomp.
Ah yes.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. Which with your horns would be fitting. So the door is slightly ajar in front of you, and bearing in mind the entire structure of this door is sized for giants. So it's a good 30-foot high door. Beanstalk stopped becoming economical. What can I say?
What is shiz?
I guess we should knock.
There are
Well,
big,
the door's
tall,
open.
terrible giants in the sky.
I'm gonna just poke my head in the door and just see what I see.
Okay. So, you poke your head in, and as you do, you begin hearing 2, 3, and then 4 loud stomps, and then the sound of something jumping. Just a thump. And then you just feel gusts of wind as a very slowly descending, you see a cloud giant. They have white hair, a wispy beard, and billowing purple robes adorned with gold and silver stars. I never thought I'd ever get to share him. So, we're all happy here now. Just give me a second to make sure nothing that's not meant to be seen will be seen. So.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, perfect. Meet Zephyros.
Zephyros.
A lot paler than I thought. More grey in the face.
Cloud giants.
Cloud giant.
Cloud giant.
Like,
Is it just me or thinking like just like a giant Santa Claus? Just like
He stood
red
about
faced jolly.
26 foot tall.
That's tall.
He just waves down towards you. And as he goes, he speaks first in giant to you. Do you speak giant?
Nope.
He
No.
tries dwarvish.
I speak Dwarvish.
I think Wittick speaks giant, technically.
The only person whose head's poked in right now is Renara, so he eventually in dwarvish says,
speak Dwarvish.
"Hello there, little one.
Oh, hi.
How many languages do you know? This
A
is
few.
not the strongest language I got.
Can you speak common?
I can speak common, yes. Hello.
Hey.
Hello, it is good to see you.
Can we come in?
Oh, of course! And the door, like, you would think it's about to loudly slam, but it is just billowed by clouds as almost like cotton had been put there to, like, muffle it or just, like, take the impact of it. But the door, without him touching, is slammed open. And the rest of you see this seemingly, like, somewhat gaunt figure, but is still the size of a cloud giant, with this long, billowy beard that, like, it's almost like it is cloud itself in regards to how wispy it looks and how, like, kind of tufty and fluffy. And it goes all the way down a good 15 to 18 foot down his entire face to his waist, where it is essentially like tied up into at the bottom like a bow at the waist. It is good to see you. Hello.
Hey.
You are young adventurers, yes?
Well,
That one
I
is the
curtsy politely.
Kika, is it? I am a friend of Harshnag. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Another family member.
Oh,
He said to send on message to poke my head around to see if I could spot you.
oh. Okay.
I happen to be in the area and was wondering if you needed aid in getting to a location.
Yeah? Yeah?
I mean,
As I would have to part shortly after, but for a little time I might be able to offer you a bit of deliverance if you'd like.
how far would you be able to take us, if I may inquire?
I could take you for about 6 days, but if you have business somewhere, I'll have to drop you there and I'll make my own way on. I am going southward.
when you say six,
So
when you say 6 days, what sort of? So we like how far can you go in like a day?
Ooh. Do you mean your walking days or my walking days?
My walking days.
Oh, those are small walking days. Those are long walking days. I don't like those walking days. It takes forever. If it was to be what you'd have a walking day, I could do that in about quarter of a day. So I could do 4 days for you and 1 for me.
Okay. 4 times as fast. Okay.
We could probably just wrap this up by asking, can we get to our final destination, which is where Widdick wanted to go,
Which
rather
is-
than stop off at the port?
Yeah, we don't need
No.
to go to Luskin.
Well-
It's Port Last is where we're going.
Dash, can we get the world map back up, please?
Certainly. Oh, and I suppose it is fair, I will show off his entire house. Because Jesus wept the map is big enough.
I should hope so. It's a giant.
Also, I'll say for the sake of ease, you will eventually see that there are griffin in his very, very top area that he treats like the equivalent of pets
The
and
Griffin.
cats.
He has a griffin.
You guys have Fenacala. This guy, he's got griffins.
Griffins.
That was actually
hidden
in character there.
Yep, it was.
Someone, we really need like an overlay for Kay's camera with the math.
We're going to Port Lust, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he could get us to Port Lust.
Oh,
140
I'll
miles.
say for the sake of ease, you guys are about here right now. Like,
Yeah,
literally, you're
that's-
just across.
140 miles divided by 24. It's about
Dude,
6.
one,
dude,
1.5 days of travel. So we could get there in maybe 2 days with the Cloud Giant. What I'm
Very easy,
thinking
yes.
That's pretty good.
is, do we do that, then that?
He said he's
bear in
going
mind,
south though,
He's
right?
heading
Bear in
south.
mind, he said he's going south.
That's not fun.
And we
Hold
don't
on, where do
really
you need
want-
to go, friends?
Just north of the Lurkwood.
Ooh,
If
I
well,
suppose
we
I
want
could
to go
find some
there
of
and
the
then
Ghibli
south.
Gums there. That would be nice. Yes, we can get the Ghibli Gums there. That would be good for me.
I mean, it's
Right.
it's not really fair to ask him to wait for us. We don't know how long we're going to be there.
Oh, that's true.
Exactly.
That's a little unfair on him.
Exactly.
Out of character timeout as well. I don't think we could get to there and then to Port Last in the amount of time Whittaker has left.
Yeah.
How many? He hasn't got many days left, has he?
I think it's literally
We
like,
have exactly the right amount of time, if I remember. From
yeah, I
what we
think it's like
worked out.
Okay.
6 days.
Merowyn's the one keeping track of this, but I think we worked out that it's pretty much exact, maybe plus or minus half a day.
Yeah, this could be quite a boon to actually get there in time.
Yeah, and then we can literally do that 180.
Because we were seriously getting to the point where we were risking
Missing
interruptions, making us miss the mark.
because we didn't know what we would
Also-
encounter on the way.
Zaphos, how far south are you planning to go?
Ooh, good question. And he has a moment of just like staring off as if he's beginning to think. And then a minute passes, and then 2 minutes pass, and then 3 minutes pass, and then 10 minutes pass. He goes,
That far? Okay.
sorry, what was that?
Oh, how far south are you traveling?
Oh, a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes.
This is me every time I try and get my brain to do anything.
Did
Just in his
but-
head is you can just tell by the look and the expression on his face the Wii music is playing.
Did you ever meet my mom?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, that would explain why I've never heard before.
No. I haven't gone that far. In a while.
Sephiroth. Then are you
Sephiroth.
You had a little bit of a stutter there, mate.
sorry. Sephiroth.
He suddenly sprouts a wing.
Yeah, one winged
Just
angel
see
starts
him like go
playing.
back up to that top point, go back down with that massive sword, aiming at Runara. Shoot!
One winged angel.
Fuck your
starts
healer!
No,
Yeah,
no,
right, right.
please
Oh,
no.
Phoenix down!
Spoilers, no!
Right.
Spoiler alert,
Would you-
she kills him with a chair, bashes him in his head in.
Bang!
Would you
There is no
be-
meme, die.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Would you be so you mentioned going south. Would you possibly going as far as, say, was it? How do you spell that? Fandalane? Fandalane?
Mandolin.
Fandolin.
Mandolin.
Are you going as far south as that?
Ooh, Fandolin has Kibbidihoosh. Yes, I can get Kibbidihoosh there.
So yeah, out of character. In theory, Port Last, because you only have to be there for like a night, and
Yeah,
then
but
could
we've got to
take
be there when the other people are there.
yes,
Yeah,
but it's
we're
one of
Because
those
they're going to be there waiting for
we're
us.
waiting for schedules to align.
True. It's
Planets.
one of those things because it's one of the things that we could get to Port Last with them, then take us instead of going through Neverwinter, Helmsholm, and all that distance. We could just cut that out and go all the way down to then go over to Tribo and then be able to go down that way. Because I'd say go south.
It's if he's
Water
willing
deep,
to
but
wait,
too far.
because basically, if the timing is exact, then I don't know because Neren's not here, but that means that we need to be in Port Last in roughly 5-6 days. Zephyros can get
we'll
us
be there early.
Yeah, Zephyros can get
In
us
the
there in
short
2.
term,
We still need to hang around for till the 6 days are up because we need to be there on that 6th day. So again, is Zephyros going to be willing to wait essentially 4 days? It's not fair to ask him to be our taxi.
In the short term, actually asking him to go to Port Last is beneficial for us.
Yeah, it saves us a lot of trouble.
If we push for any more, that's really, really abusing on his courtesy.
I think we should just ask for a lift to Port Last, and then we can just chill in Port Last for a few days. We can,
also
rest. We can talk with NPCs. We can send letters to Neverwinter because Neverwinter's nice and close.
Also, the walk to Tribal is real nice. Never done it, but
You've heard tales from like
I've heard tales of the Tribal Prowl.
I mean, you've gone that way to get to Neverwinter first time round.
All right, that's fair, actually. Yeah.
So you've been through a trail with a horse with no name because it was just a basic NPC.
Oh yeah, the walk there is really, really nice. Yeah, you've done it before.
I think just ask for a lift to Port Last, and then we just have spare days to chill.
Well, I don't mind waiting a little bit. I can use the time to speak with the fancy folk.
We wouldn't want to put you out. I mean, if you want to.
Oh, no, it wouldn't really put me out. Just when I need to talk to people, sometimes I need to take a whole day to talk to people, so that can help me. I can spend a few days talking, and I don't have to feel bad because I'm using you as an excuse.
Oh, you're using us as an excuse?
Yes. Happy coincidence that the big Jarl said, go and give those people a hand.
Any reason he said that?
Just wanted to see if I was around, he said. If you spot a bunch of people and one looks like the star has been put on a bird, get them up here to give a lift. Which I don't mean to be negative or obvious too, but it is a very easy descriptor. That, and he looks like he is just a walking furnace.
Well, I mean, we would be very grateful if you could take us to last, and then any further if you're willing to wait. But obviously, we don't want
Just
to
a
put you
big
out.
wide smile. Oh no, it is no bother. It is okay. It is no bother to me.
And if there's anything we can do for you in the meantime, please.
The only thing I have to say is I might not have the most comfortable place for you to stay in here, but you could bring the cart in here if you'd like. Just because if I hit anything and nothing tilts, the cart would go.
That'd be very bad.
Yeah, let's bring them in and we can.
So please come on in, and I am going to go and look at my little scrying things on the next level. I will ask if you stay down here, I will stay up there. That will be my own research area, and you can be down here as much as you like. And we'll get back onto the map so you know what he fucking means.
Ooh, a black screen.
Black.
Yeah, it's all,
Slogan because it's a big ass map.
it's all black. The whole screen.
It's still black.
Yeah, it's
Weird.
all black.
Black screen.
I thought it had.
From before.
Have you done a classic me?
It might be.
Interesting. No.
So they revealed the section and accidentally
It
hit it.
might be like the Storm King's map may have like dynamic lighting, and if our tokens aren't on the map, then the
Oh
dynamic
bollocks!
lighting
It
may
might
not.
have dynamic lighting.
If you put our tokens on the map, then maybe it'll light up. Because a lot of these, a lot of the pre-made
No,
maps
dynamic
have
lighting's
names.
turned off.
The pre-made ones sometimes have it like come
Hang
with it.
on. Just a moment as I get you on the map. I don't really know what accent I'm doing with
He's
him.
Swedish now, apparently.
Swedish chef.
He changed
no.
it.
You're
Changed
100% doing
accent
Swedish chef.
I don't know what kind of accent he's meant to have, but he has an accent of a kind.
You're pretty good. You're the shrimpy.
Mine is better than your snag.
I feel like he's going to go for different things. Like, all of a sudden he's going to start speaking Simlish. I'm like, what?
Woof.
Kind of.
Hey, blurb.
But essentially, can you guys see yourselves? Because I have moved tokens on the map.
No.
Why can you guys not see?
It's the darkest of
You might want to reset the fog. Just reset the whole thing.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going to turn the fog on. Fog on. And
Fog on. Fog off.
Forgot.
please have worked. Hang on.
Sorry. Ooh.
Back to the
Move
world
you
map.
there. Move you back.
Blackness.
Nope, still blackness.
Hang on.
Sorry, Han.
Off, off, off. Turned off the dynamic light and enable fog for.
Oh,
there.
Make sure.
There.
Make sure.
Oh, there
Ah,
we go.
Hey, there we go.
So this is the bottom floor, the first floor, because Americans. This is the first floor. This is the that's actually not the ground floor, so it's a fair point because it's definitely not the ground.
It's not on the ground.
This is his floor, which is here, and then his aviary is up here with the burbs, and you guys have down here basically.
There's burps.
Well, I know where I'm sleeping.
A good 200 foot up away from all your friends.
But birds.
I've got away with it thus far.
Yes, but you could climb that.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to stand on something when you're with this now, all in all, probably about 1,500 foot in the air? Do you want to stand on that roof? With a ring of invisibility on? If you fall, it's your ass.
Posey probably does. I for sure don't.
So Kika can carry a friend up with her.
I probably would have turned visible at this point, by the way.
So you just watch as he just does a quick little motion to himself, and he just begins floating, like that scene from Mary Poppins where they're laughing and floating up to the ceiling. Loud, and it's a cloud giant voice, so it's literally just booming loud and longingly.
Does he come back down just going, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all?
No.
No, that's my butler. So he is just going to vibe up in his space, and he's going to begin taking you guys over towards where you're going. So you're going down to Port Last with him.
Yes.
Yep. That is all good. That is all good. We love to, in fact, see it.
Also, I just realized something kind of mind-blowing. If he's something like 30 foot tall, and there is a bed on the second floor. Lo doesn't know this anyway, but think about it. That a big bed.
Yep.
That a big bed.
That's the bed size of a room.
Yep. Bed the size of a gigantic category creature. Let's see. Now I have to see which results you guys get, because it is now while you're flying. Which I never could do because you guys had a fucking guru who just decided, no, what's that? Something chasing us? No.
No.
Fuck off.
Haha, rock go brar.
Brrr.
Literally.
He's a good bird.
Burp.
So towards the end of your first day on this ship, this floating castle, you begin seeing Zephyros float back down to your space as you begin hearing commotion outside. Bear in mind, I presume you guys would have moved the cart in at this point.
Yeah.
Donkeys are very glad to have something underneath them. As people begin flying and landing outside on the back of large vultures and with draconic style masks you've seen before. You begin hearing somebody boasting accolades in the name of Lord Cloth, and as it gets said, Zephyros pokes his head on the corner. I'm sorry, what was that? And you just hear, oh no, fuck! Boom.
Yep.
Essentially, you get the sense of, from the shouts in multiple languages and several profanities used, Zephyros may have a reputation amongst people who like to fly. As you can basically hear the equivalent of, if cats could be guard dogs, just a lot of growling from about 200 foot up as there's just a row of griffins like, make a move, fucker. What you can see is about 10 griffins. And a sincere case of fuck around and find out.
Oi, I'm flying here!
Babies.
Mimi.
Babies.
So, your first encounter has been revoked because it's Zephyros, and unless Cloth himself shows up, they don't fuck with Zephyros. Which, if he does, then Zephyros just calls out a big old horn and says, Marshner Tigan! And then comes that airship, and then it just gets messy.
Yeah, let's not run into Cloth.
Yeah, don't do that. You're going the right way to avoid it. You're not going down, you're going south and staying above ground, so you're winning. So, you have a day of travel to yourselves, basically, as you're left sat down at the bottom of this. How many people want to try and beat King at chess?
If it seems safe to do so, like, I will go and sit on the cloud bit outside.
It is safe because there is somewhat of a
Magical
2 foot
barrier
picker
issue.
fence, like a 2 foot cloud picket fence, more or less.
Yeah. I just want to be outside watching everything zoom past.
And it is at a considerable speed, and there's times where the clouds are underneath you, and you're like, that's not right. They're meant to be up here. And then eventually you will see small bits of things that you can see around you. You can see small bits of distant, like so far down to the ground thing of just like dots moving around, and things that looks like a person from a distance away, and goes, that's probably a giant. You pass over Luskin as you do. Make a perception check.
Thing I'm famously not very good at.
You got this.
Perception. Same number as last time.
Okay. You can tell from the docks
so there was a little bit of distortion on your mic there. Just a
Oh
little
yeah, that'll
more.
happen.
It's all
Yeah.
good. Whilst you cannot see what is the source of it, you do see a pillar of smoke coming from the dock of Port Luskin.
I will go in and get probably Kika. Well, I'd probably just go in and address the group, I suppose, and just like, I'll knock even though this is what we're saying, and just like poke my head in and be like, you might want to come see this.
Oh,
Does it involve going outside?
Unfortunately, yes.
I'll be
Well,
honest.
indeed.
Well,
It is pretty cool up there, though.
I've specifically got this small bag of pebbles to just drop on people from above.
I think that would kill them from this velocity.
No,
I aim not to hit anyone.
no, you're never gonna be a sky dancer if you're scared of heights.
Yes, but it's ground I'm scared of.
The sky he's fine with. It's the sudden contact with the ground that's his problem.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You should come see this before we go past it.
Yep,
Okay.
I'll head out.
Not because I love this bit.
Okay, let's go out.
Okay.
I just kind of
Okay,
point
not-
in the general direction of it.
I am honestly not
King-
too bothered. I have seen enough through cat's eyes.
From a raven.
The raven's not there. I sent it to my things.
Oh yeah, sorry. You probably passed it out.
Things.
Oh, my
I'm just trying to be quick.
You're gonna have a
Try
very
to
confused
pick him
raven in about a day when it goes back to like trying to round back up and like, okay, I thought that. Where the fuck is he?
Pick him up.
I told it to stay with them, so I'm going to be without cat for a while.
Brunara and Serenas, give me perception checks, please.
Guidance.
Good.
That's how you do perception.
Free.
You
Jeez.
do see that
Look,
there
we
is-
can't all be Runaring.
You do see a smoking wreck in the dock, and you can, like, from the distance, you can tell the coloration of it matches the Githyanki ships you've seen before, which means a Githyanki ship may have tried to attack the pirate capital of Faerun and regretted it immensely. The USS don't fuck with us. Just all these pirates who just turned, and you can actually see that there was more or less just like a semicircle made of ships, but you can only presume just imply and of like all of them on their broadside essentially. So you can just imagine just cannon, bah.
Cannon salute.
Yeah, except everyone was still alive at the time of firing, and yeah, it appears that the Gith are still trying to do stuff around, but that was not the place to do that with, so they got royally fucked.
Well, now.
I think you didn't have a good time there.
Also, it is cold.
It's Gith.
The fire used to look at your ship. It's like,
Oh, okay, that's a lot better than I thought it might be. I was worried that it was, you know.
No, whatever that is, it's definitely not from Luskan, and it definitely didn't survive
Maybe.
Good.
at all.
Maybe it's a good thing we got a lift then, because I doubt they would have been too keen of people coming and going after an attack like that.
Yeah.
That probably would
Yeah.
have
I
slowed us
agree.
down.
would be good.
You,
Yeah.
you know that thing where people have a couple of drinks and then suddenly stranger comes into the pub? Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have 2 drinks, but I'm not gonna sink a Gith ship. Drinks later. Fucking take it out!
As you do.
Tchaikovsky.
Bob.
Tchaikovsky is definitely a bard in Luskan.
Bard artificer.
Bard
honestly,
artificer with the gunslinger for the gunpowder.
I'm just picturing that, like, after like they've devastated everyone, there's just a bar just singing sea shanties, like the Wellerman in the pub and things like that.
Soon may the Wellerman come.
To bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
Hey!
Okay, well, that worked out, I guess. Sorry.
Don't make me bring out Damocles.
We don't need a sword right now.
Technically, if you dropped a sword from this height, whoever it hits, it would be their sword of Damocles.
Yeah, well,
Well, either way, it's something to be aware of though, because we keep seeing this in town
Yeah.
after town we keep going to, not just the capital anymore. It's kind of happening everywhere now. Yeah,
At least people are able to stand up to them.
for
Yeah.
the most part. But as I said, is it just people standing up, or is it chance? You know, Luskan's a very defended place, understand that. But like the one that we saw up at the north, that just was just unlucky for them. but it's one of those things where what about the smaller towns that are inside?
Big places, lots of people. I mean, it's lucky that the Githyanki are not sorry. It's more they will be drawn to the bigger places because bigger space from up.
That depends what they're going for.
I don't know why they're
That's
picking
my
the places
point.
they're picking, or why they're picking the people they're picking.
That's
We
my
don't know
point.
anything about their plan.
It's for all we know, it's random at this point.
Exactly.
It's just the thing of, hey, they bet on the wrong city at the time.
For now, it's cities, but if they start attacking towns, we could end up going through certain areas where the town doesn't exist anymore.
Well, that's very likely to happen if they're across the continent attacking places. We're gonna come into contact with them on multiple times. But whatever happens.
Yeah, while we're I mean, I'll keep an eye while we're up here, but we probably have a better view up here than most of the cities do. If there's small towns on this road that have been hit, we'll see the smoke from here.
That is true.
But be careful, Moonbeam. I've got images of you going through that cloud like a knife through butter.
I think I'll be alright.
I keep telling you, it's stable.
Please don't do that!
It is the equivalent of like concrete that is covered with just so much fluffy pillow. Just
This is a
Daz, I want to try a thing.
you want to try a thing?
I want to see if I can scoop up a bit of the cloud in my hand and hold it in my hand.
You do,
Well,
like briefly, and then it just like after like 5-6 seconds just poofs.
What if I try to put it in a jar?
You now have a cloud in the jar.
Sweet, that's what I wanted to do. Have a
Now
cloud.
you double jump.
like Terraria, right?
Hey!
My jump distance increased.
you all
Don't
at the
worry.
same jump
Give
at
me-
the same time.
Give me another jar and I'll have you triple jump. I've got one in the backside for you.
I mean, by all means, try to triple jump now and see what happens.
You gotta get the Hermes boots.
I've got cloud in the jar on my loot list.
And it does swirl in there.
If only we had a jar of dirt.
So ask the wizard, he probably does.
I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt.
And guess what's inside?
I'm so curious though, like, and I'm gonna like lean down and look at like kind of poke and kind of prod at the clouds a little bit. What is it even made of? I understand it's cloud, but
No. No.
Kika like flops down like the position of like making a snow angel just in the cloud, just like, oh, it's so soft, I haven't felt this in so long.
has anybody got any like water on them, or like has anyone got some water on them?
Yeah, I've got plenty.
Hold on. Try and add some water to the cloud in the jar and see what it does.
Sure. I'll pour a bit of water in the jar.
The moment you open the lid, the cloud goes whoop out.
Oh, fuck it. Okay, do cloud. I'll scoop up some cloud and just quickly close it.
Congratulations on trying to contain vapor.
What was it? I just want to see what happens when it mixes with water, if it does anything.
You try it again, and
Yeah,
whoop,
trying to
cloud comes out
ascertain if
again.
Magical cloud or just normal cloud.
Literally trying to catch smoke.
Yeah.
Seeing this, can I come up to them and explain when we get back to surface level it's just going to coalesce back into water?
If it's
We don't
on the
know that.
cloud, it will, yeah.
We don't know that.
I don't know. It could end up having like a mini rain cloud in a bowl.
That's what I was meant to ask. I don't need to make an intelligence check to know that this isn't going to work.
I mean, you can know it yourself. It's whether or not you want to tell them and fuck with them. It's up to you.
Look, I just want to
I
create a
believe you'll
little.
find that removing the magical cloud will not actually be functional. It will behave as a regular cloud.
How do you know that? Magical clouds. It's magic.
Because I'm a wizard.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is,
Well,
so
that doesn't mean you know
Click
everything.
that.
also we could always just ask the person who made all these things, if what these do, the properties of it.
It could be a fascinating lecture, actually.
You're all making
I am all for it.
big assumptions on why I've just got some cloud in a jar. I might have just wanted some cloud in a jar, guys.
I can relate to that.
Leave Runara and her cloud in a jar in peace.
I just want.
Yeah, Kika, after a while, you're just like
Cloud in
kind
a
of
jar.
like your claws have dug in, you're just like leaning forward, just like letting your weight fall, and you're just floating in that kind of way of when you're with the strong wind, it's just keeping you back.
Bluebird. Bluebird.
This is arguably one of the most relaxed times you've seen Kika.
Yeah.
She's just been, ever since you met her, she's been anxiety and stress, and she's actually relaxing here.
Bluebird.
She keeps rolling in the cloud like a husky in snow.
Okay. Very slowly lowers down, half expects him to go through the cloud. Oh! Okay.
I kept telling you!
Yeah, it's like the ground, but not.
I kept telling you.
Hang on. I got an idea. And then Lo just sort of starts doing the typical. Leave it. Look. Skydancing.
Not quite, but I guess that's close enough.
He's just standing there, then just boogieing.
It's more of a cloud shuffle.
It's like the shepherd dance from Mass Effect.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to sitting over where I was.
You go back to your own
Go back.
position, sat.
Hey, Spark. Do you think you can get more of that stuff in the jar? You know, I can use it for my performances. You know, in the other cities.
I mean, this jar's
Put
pretty
it out on
full.
the stage. You know.
If you've got another jar, then you can scoop some up.
like cryo freeze that gets like poured out over the dancers. Just cloud.
Yeah, Lowe's after dry ice.
You just missed the place you probably find that in, so good luck.
No jars. Sandbag.
Try to put it in the bag.
Wait.
Do not make a bag of winds. I know how this goes.
Nope.
Wait a minute. Rain comes from clouds. Cloud in bag, wet bag. No.
Yeah, but these aren't rain clouds. These are magic clouds.
I did try and do that with the water.
Exactly.
Yeah, but these are magic clouds. These aren't rain clouds.
You don't know that.
Give it to you.
You don't know that.
Leave it to you.
King has taken the brain cell and left.
You can just tell
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep a straight face and it's not working.
Just let them have it.
There is not like one intelligence in this entire squad that's out here right now.
Let it happen.
Not one brain cell.
Especially not.
You
No.
have tried to help and it's over. It's if you want 2 + 3 = 28, it's all yours.
Okay.
Yes. To go and chill with my.
That's exactly what I'm
my jar.
picturing, Blue. Just like the and as well as that, like the bird going, "Wouldn't it be nice if we," like that little prance is going about too.
I think there's a moment where she's just bouncing around, and everyone's watching, and then there's just a moment where she bounces and just goes underneath the snow.
Lo
And there's just
has a panic
and then she just pops back up.
When you poke your head up and you're like looking about like a head away from everyone else, right next to you pops up a griffin.
Pats.
This is the rest of the session now.
And just like it does the boop, boop, boop on the head thing of just like this is what they do, right? Bop, 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 and then just crawls back up.
Moonbeam,
A baby pigeon.
I'm related to that somehow.
No.
Am I related to?
No.
Wait.
just no.
Okay. Sorry, Bluebird. You gotta remind me sometimes. Okay. Keep trying to keep up.
Sticks her head in the cloud like an ostrich.
This is how she's dealing with all her adult problems.
It's like the cockatoo screaming in the cup. just into the cloud.
Wow, she really does have her head in the clouds.
Hey!
Hey!
Ba-ba-ba-ba-dum.
We got there in the end. That's it. Good night, everybody.
Well, we'll just then.
So did someone want to put a cloud in the bag?
No.
I think we're leaving it.
Okay.
Lo will sit at the edge, and the sort of boyish smile is suddenly gone when he's noticing how small everything is,
Mm-hmm.
and then starts trying to trace the roads.
You can look at the horizon, and by the time you're over Luskin, which would be like, bear in mind, actually, I'd say it's a fair point. By the time you get over Luskin, it's nighttime. Like, you're just getting to nighttime at that point, and you are near as close to amongst the stars as you can be.
Wanted to be out here.
God damn it, Blue.
When it's nighttime, you
I
can
will
just see
still-
Kika like near the edge of the cloud, and like she is spreading her wings, and it's like the edges are just sort of melting into the sky.
It's only when she turns around to look at you that you can actually spot her.
Bo will still be sitting, just sitting there, just slightly closer to the building, but
It is safe to say as well, it starts getting cold at night because you are high in the air.
Hey,
Right.
Das, what's the moon like up here? Sorry.
Starting to wax back around. Starting.
Hi.
You can just like barely begin hearing like a whispered like struggle, like kind of like bad reception kind of thing.
Yeah, that's normal.
Hi.
I've never been this near to you before.
Oh, you were very close. I could reach out and pick you up nearly.
You okay?
Just disciples. I'm going to be very loud in a few days.
I'll make sure I talk to you then.
Alright.
Although I won't be this close. I don't think. We're only doing this for a couple of days.
I'll be louder by then.
Do you? God, out of character. I can't remember if I've asked it this question before.
One way to find out.
God, hang on, give me a sec. I was to launch into it, I'm like, wait, no, I've definitely had this conversation before. Oh shit, when was the last time I talked to the goddamn moon?
And other D&D questions.
Oh my god, it was ages ago.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. No, I haven't. I have a question for you from one of my friends.
Oh.
Do you miss the sun?
Do you mean my son or the son?
You have a son?
I have a few children.
Wait, you never told me that.
Did you ever ask?
Okay, we'll start with the son.
I haven't seen the son in a long time.
But you know each other.
I know them. It's more like... Does the Emperor know a lord? It's too small down the pecking order to get noticed all the time.
Wow, I thought the son was... That's cool. But you obviously don't see each other, which is why, yes.
No, I don't see them.
Well, not. Yeah, but no, you have children.
Yes,
I should really have gone back to that first.
maybe.
You're doing that thing again where you're being vague.
I'm tired.
I'm sorry. It's been a long day. It's been a long few days.
I know. You've been a busy bird.
That's not me. That's the other one.
No, you've been busy.
I have been busy though. I'm just not a bird.
I'm sure if you close your eyes and think real hard, you could be a bird if you wanted to.
I probably could, couldn't I?
You could jump off and fly.
I wouldn't trust myself that much, I don't think. Please, kill me. You're trying to take me out once more. I'm trying to RP with the moon, Blue.
In the background, Kika just runs and jumps off the edge. You just hear Loyalty scream.
Just like 5 foot
Kika,
away from me.
Kika, you do jump down, and you have that moment of trying to adjust yourself, but you're so high up. It is literally like the thing of where you toss the can out the car window, and you but then you just like float back up on the other side, like up quick.
And stick the landing.
Hug.
Oh,
See what I put up with?
cute. He's cute. Who's he?
Oh, that's.
Oh!
Oh!
Can't hear this.
You can hear
You can hear
her.
Posey.
You can hear Posey saying, "Oh, that's low."
Yeah, that's Loyalty, and you know Kika, because Kika's
Oh, you know.
gestures a nice guy.
And Kika, you can hear their response to Posey.
Oh.
You've talked before.
Hello.
Hi, little bird.
They're a little patchy at the moment because they're still coming back.
Oh, is that how that works?
Oh, 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 oh.
You want to say hi, love?
Hi.
Hello. It's in your head, love.
Oh, oh.
It's like tickling the back of your brain kind of talk,
Oh, that's bad.
which you've not heard in a long time. Something like that.
I've
So yeah,
heard,
they're a friend.
I've heard a lot of things about you from I call them Moonbeam. Good things, good things,
Oh,
good
that's
things,
cute.
good things.
Right?
I like that one. Cute boys with cute nicknames. I like that.
The moon
No.
likes you, Lo.
Luscious.
Well, Poe, what do you call him? He got you a cute nickname. You got him nothing.
I just call him Lo.
Oh, that's a cute little Poe and Lo. Oh.
Yeah, I might have nicked your thing.
I never said I had a copyright on it.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, it's a thing about books. Mostly
Yeah.
books. Sometimes things.
Yeah, books.
Sometimes people.
But that's like everything.
Most of the time.
I just wanted to say hi. Anyway, 'cause you're probably busy and stuff.
I'm just tired.
Me too. Me too.
Maybe you should all go and sleep, as it's been a day. And you're flying, which for all but one of you is really weird.
Yeah, it's crazy up here. How do you do this all the time? You can see so much stuff.
It's great.
Yeah, you can say I've gotten used to it. It's jarring at first. But anyway, you should probably go to sleep, you lot. Good
Okay.
night, you three.
Good night, Moon.
Good night.
Love you.
Mhm.
Aww.
I'm gonna go.
Start singing the moon's goodnight song.
Good night, good friends, good
I'm
night.
just gonna turn into a bear and start singing with it.
Well,
The
no,
moon,
that's called.
the bear, and the big cloud house.
It's a big blue house! It works!
God damn it, guys.
Come and play.
Well, Lo does call Saren a bear.
It's true.
I'm just gonna start going up into people's faces.
Bye now.
I kind of excitedly kind of hop to my feet and kind of look at Lo and Kika, like really like eyes wide, like, did you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go. They've been a friend for a very long time.
That's
I
nice.
can tell.
Likes you, Lo.
Yeah.
They don't normally like my friends that much.
Yeah. Anyway.
Descends into the cloud like a...
Just slowly vanishes out of existence.
And then have that moment like leaning into a chair too far, like, oh.
I should go to sleep, Lo. And I shouldn't sleep out here again.
This would be the first time you're sleeping out on this part anyway, but last night you
Yeah.
tried to sleep in the pissing rain.
I probably did.
It's one of those times where you went in, poked your head about, looked out at it, and went, you know what? That's just... I know I'm edgy, but that's just too much for the aesthetic. I'm gonna get pneumonia.
I mean,
Fantasy pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Sleeping by starlight does sound. You know, it does sound pretty damn cool. But
Yeah, you gotta
Right?
you gotta stay outside tonight. You're gonna miss the best part of the night if you go in now.
well, not outside. You don't like by the door. You look out at it, but you stay in where it's actually, you know.
There is like a little alcove essentially before the first door, so
Stability.
Oh, you should stay out here. It's gonna be a nice night. I'm gonna stay out here.
I'm saying.
Okay. Except the tail is just just searching out for stability. But he's not got any. But he's not aware that his tail is doing it.
We're above the clouds
you guys
here.
can just see like the clouds behind you getting whipped up at side to side.
We're above the clouds here, so we're gonna see the stars perfectly. This is how it is in the mountains, where we come from.
You see this stuff all the time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hang on. Not that direction. That direction. Down there, mountains.
I mean, only technically at the bottom. Maybe they're very tall mountains.
Sounds cool.
It is. It's my home.
Hence the whole jumping off the cloud type thing. And skydancing. Oh, cool.
You don't.
So what else did Moon say about me?
What? You didn't hear?
Less here, more like
Here.
By stuff in back of
They
head.
don't really have, like, a mouth for doing normal talking, so they talk like that.
I mean, I can give the moon a mouth, but you're all gonna regret it when I go search
No,
out cat.
No.
We're not doing the opening to Rocky Horror.
I was gonna go more Cheshire Cat, but okay.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
bad. But no, it's all in here. They're very nice
totally-
about you, though.
Yeah, I heard, or at least I think I heard, or at least I thought that I heard.
The moon has a lot of opinions about the people I interact with.
So, gossip.
I mean, the moon thinks you guys are chill, I guess. It's
Oh.
complicated.
No, wait, gossip.
Gossip about who?
About everybody. Everyone in the party. I mean,
You can't honestly
everybody.
expect me to betray the moon's secrets, though.
Well, I mean, true, but
Okay, one or two. They think Runara is pretty cool. They said that Runara is special.
Well, we all know Runara is special.
We all know that, yeah. But this was early days.
Okay. Early days, as in before. Yeah, before.
No,
whatever
I
that
think
was.
you were about. I talk to the moon all the time. Timeline.
Right. Okay.
But they like all of you,
That's good.
I think,
Very good.
as far as I can tell.
You think?
Think.
The moon can be vague, but then they're the moon, they're allowed. They don't have to, like, make sense all the time. I don't make sense all the time, and I'm not the moon.
There's a lot of things that don't make sense.
Ah, yeah, definitely. Definitely feel that.
AKA.
I mean, pretty much everything that is happening recently doesn't make any sense to me.
Not making sense is
Yeah.
normal.
In your life, maybe.
Yeah.
Things in my life has largely made sense up until very recently.
I can't relate to that.
No, something tells me you can't. Kind of gestures.
That's another thing.
Yeah?
Ain't you the
What is
little-
that face?
Ain't that you the little hidden badass there?
I no, I wouldn't say that.
Okay. You wouldn't say that when you wander in just standing in front of a, big monster corpse covered in black.
That was that was more just. I don't like doing that stuff, but it's the job, I suppose.
Job?
You're killing bad things, making sure they stay dead. Yeah, killing bad stuff, making sure it stays dead. That's all I've ever done. Well, that's all I've done recently. in a time frame worth talking about.
We've been doing some of that lately.
Yeah, well, that's what we're all doing, right? For the most part. I'm just
On the side of
a
doing.
little more specifically trained.
So in other words, you learned how to.
Yes, I've read a lot of books about terrible things.
And where to find them.
Basically.
So in other
Generally,
words,
I find. Oh no, go on.
in other words, you are a badass.
I don't know if that makes me like a badass or just
Oh yeah, that
I
was
think
pretty
so.
badass.
Yeah.
That was pretty badass.
I don't know. That's not really, what I'm going for.
So, what are you going for? Swashbuckling pirate who just kills all big monsters?
I would like not to be the one when you show up and they're covered in blood. I don't like that as a perception.
Or more like the hidden shadow in the night.
No.
The moon creeps up behind them and suddenly...
No. I don't want to be that. I'm just Posy. I don't want to be any of that. I can do that stuff, but I don't want to be that.
She wants to be the very best.
I think I get it. Sort of. Kind of. Maybe.
I like being useful, though. That was nice. A lot more helpful than I had been earlier in the day.
You're incredibly
Very
helpful. I mean, all I can do is this. Tap things on the...
That's something. I can't do that.
That's a good, yeah.
Want me to teach you?
I'm not sure.
Come on.
I'm good. Maybe another day.
Come on. Dancing by moonlight, dancing by starlight. Just
Oh, when you put it like that, I slowly get up. I'll probably very badly try and learn to dance, because Posy does not learn things very quickly.
Lo will attempt to teach him
Never running from a real fight.
basic waltz steps.
You're gonna try and teach her to waltz on a cloud in the middle of the night.
It's almost disgusting.
And I fucking love it.
I
think you
cast
have to
fairy
leave.
fire.
You're going to just like your diabetes is going to be too bad.
I mean, this
Too
is
much
too
good hair.
sweet. Too sweet.
I cast fairy fire, so there's some pretty sparkly lights.
No, you're making it worse. No.
Yeah.
Or better.
It's very a character.
So, Loyalty, make a performance check,
How bad am
and
I at this?
Posy, make a dexterity check. Because he's using his suaveness to pull it off. You have to physically try to match his speed.
I am proficient in dexterity.
Are you proficient in proficiency? Or proficiency? Performance?
Yes. No. Performance? Hell no. Whatever the opposite of that is.
So make a dexterity
2,
check then.
1.
If you like, you can make it.
It's
No,
Loyalty
come
getting
on,
advantage
come on.
from his little right hand. There are other numbers, guys!
No, no, no.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Before I had my legs taken out from under me.
There are D&D gods and they have an agenda.
I have an image, but I'll let you go, hun.
I just love the natural 1 plus 7 and the natural 20 plus 2.
So, Loyalty, there's a period where essentially you're in practice mode. You're like, okay, so what you have to do is you have to keep your back straight, and you begin showing her the exact proper moves to do what you need to, and then you have your arm underneath her forearm, and you begin the waltz, and then you look at her, and you slip on yourself to the point where the wind catches you, and you almost begin floating off, but she catches you and pulls you back in with it, like literally the curl into thing, and then back out onto the ground, like pulled out like that, essentially. You floated out, pulled back in, and then rolled out to here. And you have that moment where your arms are both out, and it's like, oh!
You know, maybe I did learn to dance at some point in my life.
Yeah. Although it's, you know what? You can leave. Yeah, you can leave. It's all good. You can
I
leave.
mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but sure.
You're doing you. That's good enough.
I'm trying.
Come on, move. She did good. She did good. She did good. She did good.
I'm sure they're watching. Don't start.
Lesson one done. But he's actually blushing, but he's trying to.
Maybe
using
we
the
can,
mask, using the mask to hide his blush, but it's still coming through.
Yeah.
maybe we can do this another day. You don't seem so good.
No. I'm good.
Maybe you should get some rest. We can do more of this another day.
Hi, Cloud, Star.
Altitude sickness, right.
Yeah. You go get some sleep.
Altitude.
I'm gonna stay out here.
Yeah. Some.
Weirdly enough, you are
Yeah.
on Cloud's loyalty, but as you begin kind of like your own little saunter back in, you swear he's floating.
Gross. Carry on.
Meanwhile, Kika has that face on.
I said the moon can't start, so you can't either.
I didn't say
Why
anything.
do birds suddenly?
I'll have you know, neither of us said anything.
No, you can't collaborate.
Just Kika and the moon, both there, just like.
Shit.
You let me talk to them now. I can speak to them whenever I
Yeah,
want.
you can say whatever you want. Yes, I know. I'm gonna go sit down, get cozy.
Posy cozy. And with that, we're going to take a brief break.
A breather, more like.
Get your waters, get your
I'm trying to
bits.
take Low out.
There's a moment where she's holding him and goes, "Follow Magulis," and lets him go and just floats off with it down.
Finally, it's my time to betray the party.
He's done. Turn like the crossbow comes out like Van Helsing style. Aim to Kika.
What the hell?
Oh, I'm a dark motherfucker.
Oh boy.
Funnily enough, he shoots a harpy in that scene, so actually, anatomy.
Right, break time.
Bye.
Refill
We're
drinks.
back in a minute. I needed this. Thank you all.
Sounds good.
Also, I will
We're
say
back.
this before. Welcome back.
Too late.
All good. So, anyone who wants to try and beat King of Chess, you have your chances to do it tonight, whilst those ones are off dancing.
I'm going to try. Don't think I've ever played chess against them. And,
Make an intelligence check. King, use your chess check.
No, you never have.
To say I've got such a... Oh wait, the modifier didn't... Oh no, it did.
Wait, the modifier didn't. Oh, no, wait.
Sorry, it's just I saw there was 0 on it, next to it, but then it was the intelligence, not the... Yeah.
King.
Yeah.
The issue arises for you where you're very used to playing against Wittig, who's gotten relatively good. Uses a lot of unique little tricks that you're like, okay, I'm gonna get used to. He just kept moving pawns with no plan, and you lost. Before you knew it, he had everything up against you, and you were just stuck.
It happens.
Even the best boxer in the world can get knocked out by a lucky hit.
maybe I know how to play. You don't know.
Judging
You
by
play
the
with
intelligence
rocks
score, you
and
do not.
You play Conkers, not fucking chess.
He says, almost crying, I could be smart!
I could play it then.
Why don't any of you believe I could be smart?
Press X it out. Spook, taking out my knees.
Yeah, you completely
Blue,
missed
you
that.
leaned in.
Clip it.
Actually, no.
Well, no, don't,
Yeah, clip it and I'll
just
see
clip
you
it
do it.
and then-
I'll
and
see
then-
you
and
do
then
it.
just-
I'll show
Someone
you
clip
later.
it. Someone clip it. Someone clip it. Please God, someone clip it. I can't clip for shit.
Betrayal.
I genuinely didn't see what he did.
You'll see when it gets clipped.
You'll
when we
see in
send
the
it.
clips.
I'm going to write a list and go through the episode afterwards and be like, okay, I gotta come back, I gotta come back.
Oh, honey, he vibing.
Okay.
She's so worried now, like, what have you done?
She's paranoid.
So chess games are had until one person, a tiefling bardlock, is blushily prancing in and just goes into the cart and kind of just cuddles up into a ball.
Oh, don't stop on my behalf.
No, I was just cracking myself in my chair. God damn it, honey. The ages line up too.
Okay, what we doing? Day 2.
Day 2. Electric Boogaloo.
I'm going to regenerate my Walloping Stones as it's day 2.
You may do so. You guys wake up into the morning with a loud thrum, 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 thrum. And as you do, outside of the windows, the very long slits, essentially, that go up maybe 20 foot. But when I say slits, the slits for arrows of a giant size. So you could stick your head through.
Like blister. Like.
Outside of a window, Runara, you see a streak of red slip by, and you can see several figures on its back. And it's around the other side, and it's circling.
How big is it?
Make an intelligence check because it's moving by its speed.
So big.
Oh my god!
Oh.
The thumb is back. No brain cell. Here we go.
Positive, absolutely
that's a big
positive.
red.
It's size of a teacup.
We really
That's a
did
big
min-max
red.
this party, didn't we?
I'm picturing like Runaru works like Kaminari from My Hero Academia, like used all the powers and he's just dumb, just like
There's something outside, guys. I don't know what it is.
You kind of just woke up, so you're like, "What the fuck is that? That's big and red."
Pretty fast.
That for us?
Sephiroth?
I'm pursued! We should just hear him as if he's struggling with something. And you could just see arcane energy just like focused, concentrated. The constant channeling of energy. Up above about 100 feet above you, roughly. Let's see, how far away is the lab?
Oh, we have this handy map.
85 foot up. Yeah, 85 foot up.
I suppose I'll go help our giant friend.
Shall we go and check?
I think we should hide.
I like your idea, Posey.
I'm going to walk up to our cloud friend, see if he needs help.
He is 85 foot above you.
There's no stairs. I will carry King up.
Is the front door open or closed?
It is. When you look at it, very noticeably sealed closed, as in the door is there, and there's a heavy metal portcullis that's dropped down.
Perfect. Perfect.
You two fly up,
I think we're supposed to say.
and as you fly up, you can see the large giant bed. He's got a small chest to the side of it, and he's got essentially an arcanist's table. And next to it is a pillar made of pure marble with a orb, which looks like it's containing the night sky in it. And he is focusing on that. As he's focusing in it, he leans, and then the whole tower leans. He focuses further, and that barrier is maintained. When you hear a loud against the side, as some sort of spell is launched at the barrier. You can see beads of sweat are dripping down his face. He looks towards both of you and just points towards the chest.
I fly over to it.
Sansuri! You just hear the dink dink, and the lock opens.
Does Kika know that name?
No!
Okay.
Why would she ever tell you about the most traumatic experience of her
That's
life?
why I asked, because I was like, it's very, very viable that she might not. Okay. I carry on.
Riddick, who's downstairs, just went, what? Yes, he does.
Yeah.
She made him.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I go in to the chest.
You can see a very large war horn. Beautifully carved. However, when you reach for it, it is crafted for a giant. So, there's a moment where you're like, okay, and you begin trying to lift it out. It's fucking heavy. Kika, if you're going to try and lift it, I will need a strength check.
Okay. Well, I'll try.
Oh, King can help.
I mean, I can help.
Oh, they're up on the first floor or second
With
floor.
magic, maybe. And Mage Hand doesn't carry that much.
Probably carries more than you can.
That's what I'm saying.
I've only really rolled two numbers.
15.
But
So you grab essentially by the end by the nozzle and begin lifting it. And you lift it out from one side, then you grab the inside of the other side because it weighs probably about 200 pounds of just heavy iron, metal, and a carved horn. And it is beautifully carved and laid. Beneath that, you do see a conch. But the horn is lifted out, and he says, "Blow it!" Now.
Well, between us, I have like half a pair of lips, so
Yeah, imagine like there's just a pair of us both trying to grab it and just
Scream.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Make Constitution checks. One of you doesn't have lips, and one of you's got one lung.
My brain just went to the cockatoo and the cap and just.
What if I just screamed?
If this does what I think it does, that would be appropriate.
Wow, we rolled the same thing.
I feel like if we roll another 7, we get a jackpot.
You guys
Ding,
scream,
ding, 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 ding.
and as you do, you hear a boom as the whole tower shifts slightly to the left. And you begin sliding. Holding it, you are sliding with it as it goes. And I need a strength saving throw, or let it go.
I'm
17.
not of the opinion I can hold that. But since you're trying to, I
Yeah, she's
can
trying.
help or something.
She's like using her wings to flap to try and counteract against
Yeah.
it. Just
So it keeps moving, and it begins like leaning off of the side, but you're holding it so it doesn't. 200 pounds of pure heavy material doesn't fall down on top of one of your friends, but it's going. It's one of those things that, well, I'm going to control where it falls. And you get it down, and it lands amongst all of you, and you guys can all just immediately hear it. People who are looking out, the barrier broke.
Kika,
Kika,
do you have fire?
What's going on?
help us blow this.
Oh, I'm going to cast.
You with the
I'm going to cast Enhanceability, Ball Strengthen myself.
It was Constitution to blow.
Constitution.
Was it Constitution?
It was Constitution to blow into it.
Yeah, but no, yeah, true. So
I'm going to blow into it.
Does anyone have fire?
So if it's Constitution, then Eagle Splendor, then on myself to be able to do Constitution check.
Okay. So make a Constitution check. Runara first, because you said you would do it.
Is this an ability check? Can I guide myself?
It is an ability check. You could. Sarandis, you can choose either give Renara the check bonus or you advantage, or you can do it yourself.
Just do it yourself.
I'll give it on to Ren. Yeah, I'll give it to. I was going to give it to Runar actually.
Okay.
So yeah.
For the sake of it, when you roll Bear's Endurance, also give him 2d6 for 10 points for Renara.
It's just advantage, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's
advantage on
advantage.
con checks.
Roll 2d6 for the bonus health anyway. Got 10 health as bonus.
Me roll it or he rolls it?
He casts a spell, so he rolls it.
So one more rolling.
2d6.
And that guidance is a 2, so that goes to a 16. You get that? So, rushing up behind Renara, you just clap her onto the back and you cast Enhance Ability at the second level spell. As you do, Renara was already leaning back into like taking an inhale, but as you do, it's almost like her chest barrels for a moment and her sort of lung, like her whole like body enhances, and her capacity at the lungs just extends further. Just and you can see frost is erupting from the front of the horn, and then it just like dulls and boops to the side as Sephiroth just floats down towards you guys holding a massive quarterstaff. And as he does, the front section, that small little like cubby where the entire section is, where it's got that iron bars and everything, behind the bars, essentially like in that little corridor, shall we say, by that point where it's at the pillar, you can just see a red claw break down there, avoiding the door, and just begins shoving down all of it. As that's happening, you see Gith jumping off the back down into the space from the back of an adult red dragon. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Because that would be a long combat, huh?
Yeah, that's an adult
That's a whole
dragon.
session kind of
Lily,
combat.
before the stream ends, I need you to say that out loud.
I'm not saying it out loud. I'm not saying it out loud.
You memed?
I'm memeing.
Not me.
It's because I'm doing Monster Hunter memes.
Oh, I understand.
Cool. At least we blew the horn.
What we do? Who knows?
We have an inkling.
I think I've got an idea.
We have a feeling.
See,
Emergency
King was
reinforcements.
going to use
Dude, in case of danger.
King was going to use her frostboats if we could find some fire and try to cause a wind tunnel.
That would have taken too long.
Might have taken too long. Creative, but if you had time to do it, sure.
Oh boy, well, next week's gonna be fun.
I don't want to leave a paladin out of this kind of combat.
It's very kind
Yeah.
A little bit earlier finish tonight. That's alright. It means we've got time for Final Fantasy.
And
As long as we can progress the story, Blue!
We're fucking predictable.
What?
Going to bed.
Right, we're gonna end the stream here, guys, and we'll see you next week
Good night.
with that.
With
I
whatever
gave you a
the fuck
ship, and now I'm going to destroy it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.